Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana if you've never been here before, and I'm super excited to be here, and I'm super excited that you guys are here as well. Don't forget to smash the like button, I think it's over here, and don't forget to hit subscribe. I post new videos every week. They come out on Sundays, but sometimes they come out on Fridays. We'll see. So let's move on to the content we're going to be talking about today. So today's video is going to be about combining what we've been doing for the past week all basically into one video, so that way we can route our hello world like with the styling that we did I think on the second video, and we're going to figure out how to route that to a path called hello world. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to do that on every server. So let's move on to what we're actually going to be doing today. So today's content is going to be monolithic centric, meaning we're going to host all of our services all in one server, as opposed to like splitting it up into microservices. You will need all of the platforms that were discussed previously all installed, as well as their package management systems. Services we're going to cover today are Python, Ruby, Node.js, Java, and Rust. We're basically going to be doing a simple tutorial of the simple HTTP servers that we've been doing these past series, as well as the routing, and then we're going to add the web pages on top of that. Alright, so I'm going to copy over the server.py and requirements.txt file from the basic routing video. Once I have the requirements copied over, I'm just going to go into the server.py file and edit the route to be hello /hello/world. And then I'm going to set up my environment. Alright, so I'm going to set up the environment by running py3 and -vnvm, and then I'm just going to wait for all of that to install, and then I'm going to activate the environment, and then I'm going to run install on the requirements.txt file. Now I'm going to export the environment variables flask app and then flask env. And the command flask run to check my route. As you can tell, it's not found right now, so I have to route to hello or /hello/world. Alright, now we need to import send from directory, and then I'm going to copy over, I'm going to create a public directory within the basic monolith folder. And then from there, I'm going to copy over all of the documents from the basic web directory into that directory. Alright, so we're going to have to kill our server by hitting Control-C, and then we're going to navigate over to, we have to navigate to the terminal and then do that, and then we are going to run flask run again, and then we're going to pop over to the browser, and we're going to see that the hello world has now been like centered, just like on the second video. Alright, I'm going to show you that all of the other routes don't work and only /hello/world works. And now we're going to change that to be just the root. And then we're going to kill our server, and then we're going to restart it again. So I'm going to pop over to the terminal and then quit on it, and then restart the terminal to clear out the environment set. And then I'm going to basically follow the same steps as last time for the Rails tutorial, and I'm going to install Rails, which obviously takes about 10 minutes. I fast forwarded through it again. And after we get all of that done, we will open up the roots.rb file. Now I'm going to copy over all of the public files from the public directory within this directory into the public file that public directory that was generated by Ruby on Rails. Now we're going to add in the route for hello world, and then we're going to do a redirect to the index.html within our public directory. You'll see when I run it, it hits both endpoints just because that's how Ruby on Rails works. But you'll see that /hello doesn't work. I made a typo. It needs to be :2 instead of 2:. Like I said, the index.html is still going to render for the public, but yeah, you'll see the / hello doesn't work and it'll throw an error. And then we go over to /world. If we append /world, it'll show us what we're looking for. Alright, so I'm gonna copy over the Node.js files from the previous video in the basic routing directory. And then I'm going to do an npm init, and then I'm going to npm install express. And then I'm going to run the server to test it. So from there, I'm going to go over to my server.js file, and then I'm going to basically set the app to use the static directory public. And then you're going to see that once I route it over, it's going to render the public directory's contents to the root of the pathing. And then after that, I'm going to add in the a get on the hello /hello world, and I'm going to just send the specific file index.html to the browser when it hits that endpoint. Now I'm going to run my server, and as you can tell, everything is working perfectly fine. Even the /hello doesn't render anything as expected. So woohoo! Alright, so I'm going to clear out all the garbage from the Node.js and reset everything. And I'm going to copy over the demo project from the previous video that I got from the Spring Boot website, and then I'm going to go in and go over to the demo file class within the source directory, and I'm going to show you that when you route to the /hello, it's going to show you the different names and stuff, and that's what the parameters portion does. Is it parses out those pieces of the HTTP request and formats them in a way that you can use them within your response. Now we're going to create a new folder within our sources directory called meta-inf, and then we're going to create another directory within that called resources. And I had to look this up. I couldn't quite remember how it worked, but this is the appropriate way to do it. And then to render static files, and then as you can tell, it should render the index.html as well as just the normal root of the directory. And then if we go over to hello, it's not going to be there anymore. So the rest tutorial is a bit tricky. We're gonna init the cargo, doing cargo init, and then we're going to go over to this routing package or crate called Rocket and Rocket contrib. And then from there, we're going to add it to our dependencies in our TOML file. And then I didn't know I needed a nightly install, so I'm walking you through on how to add a nightly install to the to your Rust compiler, and then we're going to use that in our cargo build Rust compiler. We have to use Rust up for that in order to get our cargo package manager to register it. So that way, once we run cargo run, it will actually pick it up and allow us to use it. Right now I'm just allowing the cargo to build, and then once we do that, I'm gonna basically follow that tutorial on the Rocket documentation. I did make little mistakes here and there, so apparently you need to install the Rocket crate as well as the Rocket underscore contrib crate together, and you have to list it as a dependency in your TOML file. The other annoying facet of what I'm using is the fact that you have to define that you want to use like the standard features as opposed to just defining your own. I was running into weird errors with that, so I just set the default to true. And then when you are routing everything, you have to make sure you pre-append your static routed directory with a period, so that way it knows like it's in this directory. I have to go to public, and the directory that it's referencing is the one that is in the root of where the TOML file is, and not where the main.rs file is. Now that I have everything installed and built, I'm gonna run my Rust app using cargo run. And then I'm gonna visit port 8000, and then I'm gonna show you that you have to add the pre-append period to reference this like current directory as opposed to other directories. Don't forget that it has to be within the directory of the TOML file, and not where the main file is. This concludes my content surrounding beginner monolith programming. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me an email at hello@pumpkinspicelatte.org. Thank you guys for watching, and ciao!